As we continue our learning of Agile concepts, we're going to explore the idea of estimating the effort for each item in our backlog. By the end of this session, you should understand the basics of using Planning Poker to estimate product backlog items on an Agile team and the possible benefits and pitfalls of this technique. An estimate consists of the quantified evaluation of effort necessary to carry out a given task. When we talk about Agile teams, we're usually talking about estimating the effort it takes to complete each user story or work item. The purpose of estimating in this context is to allow the development team to come to a shared understanding of how much effort specific tasks should consume. It also gives them an idea of which work items they can likely complete in a single sprint without exceeding their own capacity. While the product owner can use these estimates and the team's average capacity to communicate forecasted work to stakeholders and customers, it is important to remember that estimation is primarily for the development team's benefit only. Estimates should never be considered commitments or hard deadlines for released functionality, especially in complex environments like software development. For this reason, work on Agile teams is often estimated using more abstract concepts such as t-shirt sizing or story pointing. Story pointing is a way to create an estimate based on the relative size and complexity of a product backlog item as it compares to other items. For those of you who remember your middle school math days, you may recall the Fibonacci sequence. We use a modified Fibonacci sequence that typically begins as follows: 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and so on. The benefit of using this sequence is that it prevents teams from squabbling over the difference between an item that might be 5 points of effort versus 6 points of effort. Each number in the sequence can be considered approximately double the effort of the previous number. The other benefit of this sequence is that these numbers don't mean anything in particular until the team determines what factors to consider as they define effort. One team's 5 might be another team's 13, for instance. Development teams often estimate story points using a gamified solution called Planning Poker during a backlog refinement session. The product owner explains any significant details of the work item in question and answers questions from the development team. Once requirements are understood, each development team member selects a card with a number corresponding to the level of effort they think the work item will take. Everyone reveals their cards at the same time, and the results are reviewed to see if there is consensus or disagreement amongst the team. Numbers that are largely different from the rest of the group present an opportunity for further discussion or clarification of the work item and how the team intends to complete it. Be sure to document any concerns or roadblocks that are revealed during this discussion. Planning Poker can make a less than exciting task like estimation easier and more engaging for a development team, but it also has the potential to complicate things. Some benefits of Planning Poker. It reveals technical or product uncertainty when development team members have widely varying estimates. It allows the development team another opportunity to discuss and break down work items into smaller chunks of potentially releasable product. The resulting estimates can help the team visualize their progress toward completing a sprint goal using burn-down charts. Some potential pitfalls of Planning Poker. The team can miss important considerations if they get too caught up in the idea of coming to a consensus. Story points can easily become metrics that organizations use to judge a team's progress, rather than the actual quality and market value of the product produced. It's up to the product owner and Scrum Master to ensure that this does not happen. Estimation is an important part of a team's backlog refinement work because it allows the team to agree to a shared understanding of what each work item entails and its relative size.
Check out all of our professional education offerings at professionaled.harrisburgu.edu.